Hello and welcome, Marlene here, back with the Slay the Princess demo. They've actually just updated it. Darkel let me know that I'm not sure if they added new endings, but there's something different about it, and it looks like it's worth revisiting, so let's play. I had a lot of fun with this one. Still so much looking forward to the full release. Let's just play. Oh, they even added loading. Let's just start a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, I remember.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So this is a choose-your-own-adventure game with a very unique art style. Alright, let's see. I probably should have watched the video of you playing it before so I could do everything a bit differently. I think for this one I'm just going to go against every gut instinct and do the opposite of what I would normally say. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yeah, good narrator. You're doing good.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I believe that was my inner monologue. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's just take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Very true. Not that it's going to help us. Let's enter the basement. We already know how the first one's going to go. I don't think you have much choice.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds pissed.
She sounds dangerous.
She sounds mad.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I was voice the hero, so we're the hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It was a very similar voice to the narrator. I wonder if they're all in his head. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Sure, if you insist. Hello, lady.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful.
Is she, though?
Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, kill the princess.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, how'd you know? Nuh-uh. That's not something I would say, so let's say it.
Then drop the knife.
No.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
I'm not dropping
Don't
a knife.
you dare.
Yeah, we're not gonna drop a knife.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Damn right.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Yeah, a little bit. I remember you freaking gnawing off your own arm.
Your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
No.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Sure thing, narrator. Let's see. Let's just slay the princess. Did I do that last time?
Doubt, unfortunately,
Looks familiar.
clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
I'm just trying to save the world.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Can we, though? Can we flee and lock her in the basement? Probably not. Let's flee and lock the basement. That's something I wouldn't do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are.
Yeah.
Let's regroup upstairs. If we're
Hopefully.
lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Good.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Maybe? Hopefully?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains.
Oh, that's where she bites off her arm? No?
They creak
Oh.
and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table
Good.
that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier.
I love that she was able to rip a chain off the wall that had been binding her there for who knows how long. But a little table in front of the door, yeah, that's enough to block her in.
You
I'm okay
settle
with
in
it.
against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Oh yeah, let's just hang out
It
here.
isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
No?
But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Not with that demonic voice. Oh my god.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Okay, this is all new. I don't remember any of this ever happening.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Oh, sounds like she's getting
As she
through.
violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Yeah, okay, good luck.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, but I'll never forget it.
That's
You
fine.
don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Some kind of demon?
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Sounds like it's getting louder and louder. Oh, let's see. I'm not gonna ignore her and go to sleep. At this point, we're in new territory, so I'm gonna go with my gut instincts here. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting you. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Ooh.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Did she leave us?
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Oh, did she leave or is she still down there?
Where is she?
Yeah.
How
Oh,
can we get out of that awful basement?
yeah, no problem.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Yeah, that would happen to me
It isn't
too.
all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on?
Yeah, narrator.
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
He sounds like a freaking dungeon master right now.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Preferably make it quick.
She steps closer.
Oh god.
One silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
What, is she telepathically killing me right now?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
We have gills? That's one thing I noticed last time too. His hands look kind of lizardy.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I'm sure.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Oh, no, from what I recall from the last time I played this demo, it's never the end. I'll be back.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
But it is not.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Until Chapter 2, The Nightmare. And we're back.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Okay, we know all this. Let's try to be your friend this time. I think I did try that last time, and it didn't work very well, but I'm curious how much has changed. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, let's not fight it. Let's just go.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie.
Oh,
She
yeah,
will
yeah,
have
we've been through this. That's fine. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only
It's a
furniture
mirror.
of note is a lone table,
Look at this.
knocked on its side in the corner of the
Oh,
room.
that's creepy.
A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
So I'm guessing you can never befriend her, like that just doesn't work ever? But I'm so curious now, because now obviously we're on her bad side already. Do we take the knife?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think I'm gonna leave the blade.
Hold on. What happened to the door?
Voice of the paranoid.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
You're right, the door's bigger too.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Alright. Leave the knife. I'm gonna befriend her. Approach the mirror. Yeah, let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
It is a wall, yes.
What are
With
you
a mirror
talking
on it.
about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Yeah.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Oh no, what are we gonna see when we wipe it off? Wipe it clean.
You reach
Yeah,
forward,
see, we're some sort of,
rub
like,
your hand
frickin'
against the cabinet.
Creature.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That's fine.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Where'd it go? Wait, what happened? Oh. Oh, the narrator took it away. I am convinced the narrator is the bad guy in the story. Dude does not like being told no. Let's just enter the basement. No
Should have
blade.
taken the knife again.
No.
I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper.
She might. We're gonna try. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll always be here if we need it. I don't know why that one wasn't voice acted.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Oh man, I'm already invested again. Let's go.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Ew, those are eyes. Look at them all. Oof.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Maybe.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and
I
I.
hope so. I didn't bring the knife.
Back. She must have you confused with someone else.
Well, she knows.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Wait, the narrator doesn't realize that we already died and came back? We didn't bring the knife, right? I'm going to talk to her. Step off into the void between the stairs. Let's just continue down the stairs in silence. See what we'll see.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As
Oh.
you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions,
Oh.
left and right.
I always go right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
I'm thinking
No,
about
I'm
it.
not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
It's fine, we'll just come right
Please
back.
stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Oh, I already picked.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, listen to her. Go back the way you came. They're gonna be gone. Let's try. Let's see if the stairs are still there.
You
Nope.
turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Oh, who'd have saw that coming?
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Oh, she's looking extra creepy now. She's got like a doll face.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go
Oh,
numb.
here we go again.
Your arms quickly follow.
I wanted to befriend you this time. I didn't break
This
the
is it,
knife.
isn't it?
Yeah.
No little knife this time.
Nope.
It's almost like you want me to get you.
No, I'm ready to team up.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to
Jeez.
play with you before you break.
I'm never gonna break. Oh, damn, the nightmare. So that's the ending we got, I believe. Alright, so we've seen one ending now. Let's go for a couple. Let's try out a couple. I'm so curious how this game goes once we get the full one. Okay, this time, I'm gonna not take the blade, but I feel like I tried this last time. And try to befriend her again. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I'm curious what she
Wait,
wants to
really?
do.
You're
Yeah.
here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yeah, of course. She sounds so sweet when she wants
You walk
to.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Hey, lady.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
Yeah,
far
we've heard
wall.
this.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
How long have you been down here anyway?
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Oh, I probably should have grabbed the knife.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do. Let's examine those chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
That's fine.
Thank you.
So cute.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll be the judge of that, narrator.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, thank you, hero.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
To be fair, though, she was able to break those chains when I provoked her. No problem. Why the frick is it just breaking them right now? And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
No. Ew, we're not doing
She
that
offers
again.
the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
No, I remember that being pretty gross.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
True. It's like
Attempt
Saw.
to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top...
Okay, yeah, we've seen this one. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Narrator, is it you locking me down here?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah.
She barely
she
hesitates
is doing
before
it. We've
raising
definitely
her arm
seen
to her
this.
mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
So gross.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Nope.
Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Too bad I want to. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Lovely.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze
So
meets
cute,
yours,
though.
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's do it. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too
Oh,
high.
yeah.
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess
No.
approaches the bottom
Yeah, I remember
stair,
all of this.
your body... Wait, watch me.
What?
It's not my fault. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this,
I
right?
really want to know what happens if we can join her.
Body
What is,
lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
resist.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay, last time we picked the resist option. Let's just pick Slay the Princess. Let's do the first one and see if it works.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you jerk.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
Nope. I am definitely being controlled.
Betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
I already do.
Pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Let's make it quick.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive.
I remember
as
this
your
image
blood
well, very
pools on the
creepy.
ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
What about me?
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark.
And
And
you
you
die. Chapter 2, The Witch. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Not true.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
No, let's make sure he
Brilliant.
knows.
We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if
Thank
that's
you.
what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Maybe.
We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options. I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking
Ask myself
that,
that
it
every
sounds to
day.
me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences.
Yeah, we're back.
We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Maybe.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
That is the question. Did we just go back in time to being alive again? No, because last time the princess was already out and escaped. So whatever happened last time technically happened.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she
Well,
would?
we're still here.
That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
Interesting opportunist.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Let's do it. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Don't oversimplify things, man. Let's see. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen
Like
again?
I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
I feel like I listened to the narrator the first time and it did not work out well. You're being cagey. Why aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her,
Yeah.
we need to be armed with information.
Yeah.
What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
Good questions, me.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No, it's
I
not good
don't
enough.
think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide?
Either of
He
us.
seems like a nice guy to me. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time chatting amongst yourselves in the woods. So if we could move this along?
I have more questions, though. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this,
Yeah?
but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
That's not good enough.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
True,
Good
though.
point. That really explains almost everything.
It really doesn't.
Not so sure about that.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. But it explains almost everything.
Not even close. She killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how could someone like that end the world?
She just can.
Okay.
Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I don't know about that. I guess that's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, go to the cabin. What choice do I have?
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point.
True.
You can trust us to get the job done.
I've heard it like 20 times. wonder if I should just listen to the narrator this time.
The interior
Oh.
of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Can we check the mirror? This whole cabin is different than last time. He didn't want us to see the mirror last time. Should we ask about it or just approach it? Let's ask about it.
Very different.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Narrator, I think you're just doing this to make me feel crazy.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Yeah, so you said. Let's approach the mirror. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror.
There is.
There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Oh, opportunist, get out of my head. You're annoying. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Oh, I'm sure we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame there isn't anything like that around here.
There is, right there. Right there.
You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you.
Yeah. Opportunist, you're strange. I don't feel like you're on my side.
I see all sorts of things.
Yeah, the mirror?
But do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes or no question.
Yeah.
Help me out here, will you?
What the fuck?
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Well, I need to make myself look good for the princess, right? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Oh, don't do this again.
This really isn't funny.
No, it's not. I want to know what's going on with the mirror. Wipe it, I guess.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Don't give me the same freaking ending. Let me see the mirror.
Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. It's gone again. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well,
Yeah,
if we're
yeah.
grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
True. I do agree with that.
Not actually a bad idea.
No. Into the basement. Oh, look at this. Our cursor changes when we have the blade. That's cool.
The door to
Ooh.
the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up. The air
into the
smells
earth.
of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her
What's that
voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probably. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Oh, I'm glad I grabbed the dagger for this one.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us.
Yeah.
Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
She's definitely not just a princess.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
No, been there, tried that.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
What are we gonna see? Oh.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. A fire crackles in the center of the room, casting unsettling shadows across the dirt walls. The princess crouches on the other side.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Because she remembers us,
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
I guess.
Good.
Look at her tail. Look at her feet. Oh, hi! The witch ending. I'm so curious about this game. Okay, so I think we've seen all new stuff compared to the last time we played. Let's try it one more time. Let's just silently go.
The blade
Yep,
is your...
take the knife.
You take the...
Yep, go down. Let's go. Just continue down the stairs. Don't say a
Good.
word.
You're still listening to reason.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it like this before.
You walk down the stairs. She's so... Focus on the top.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Don't say a word, just do it. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Because the narrator's got my back this time.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Just do it.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
Agreed.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
I don't think so.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There
No.
it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Because she probably is.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
It's never really over. Oh, what's this? I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. But of course it is. She's dead. Of course it is. She's dead. Am I the narrator now?
Yes, exactly.
What?
It's over.
Did I beat the game?
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, what's gonna happen? Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only
Is that the
a
mirror?
world saved from certain doom
Oh no.
isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Huh.
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
What? That's bullshit. Let me out of here. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
You're so cryptic.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I did what you said. Give me some answers.
Time passes.
Yeah.
You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey.
Yeah?
We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
God, no, we gotta get out of here, man. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do.
Yeah?
But you're probably not going to like it.
Oh. We're not offing ourselves. That's out of the question.
The blade.
No.
We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
That's what I gathered.
He's right. It's the only way out.
I guess we agree.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
That's fucking dark. I guess explore would be best. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't.
But
do
no,
it.
it'll bring us back for another cycle to try a different way.
In a sense, we die, but
We always
looking
come
at
back.
things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Oh, this is getting existential, man.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
But I listened to you, narrator, and I slayed the princess, and now I'm stuck in a cabin surrounded by nothingness. I'm not happy now. Oh, so many options. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I made this happy little place for you.
It's not happy,
Is this
man.
not a good enough reward for saving the world?
Fuck
An
no.
eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
There isn't even a frickin' hot tub. What good is there to stay in a cabin in the woods with no frickin' hot tub? In fact, there isn't even any woods by the looks of it. We're just surrounded by blackness. I want the fuck out of this cabin. This place sucks. Let's go.
Fine. Whatever.
Oh, and there's a
For the
frickin'
first
body in the
time since
basement,
time
too.
stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
You're damn right I do. Is the body still down here? Because that makes this place even worse.
The princess's body is dust and bones.
Oh,
But
shit.
the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
How long have we been here?
You pick up the blade,
Oh.
you stab yourself,
And you die. Okay.
The end. Nice knowing you.
See you in a minute, narrator. My god. The chapter 2, the Spectre. Oh, are we the Spectre? Oh, what's gonna happen? Is the princess still gonna
You're
be dead?
on a path in the woods.
Okay, yeah,
and
we
you're
know this
here
one.
to slay
Yep.
her.
Let's see. But I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Which new voice are we gonna get?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The voice of the
It
cold.
wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
I guess.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? We said that last time. Let's just go to the cabin. I know for a fact that if you just go the other way, it's just impossible.
Warning. Before she will lie,
Yep.
she won't be a problem.
Voice of the Cold is so depressed sounding. Which makes sense. We got that voice because we offed ourselves, so.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
The mirror
You can hear
again.
wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Okay. The mirror again. It's always the mirror.
The blade is your implement.
Yeah.
It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
I like the voice of the cold. I want the mirror again. Approach the mirror. Don't even ask him about it.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This is
Yeah, okay, so...
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago,
Yeah.
and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
So I think the mirror in general is what's been added to the demo. I'm very curious about it. But I don't think we're gonna get anything out of it. Should we take the blade? Yeah, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
True. Enter the basement. What's it gonna look like now? Okay.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
Oh, she didn't even say anything.
Nobody's here. Naturally.
Is she still
As much
dead?
as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Let's do it.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Sounds like the narrator didn't even see this one coming.
Okay.
We're done.
She's definitely dead.
Pack it in, boys. We done. Let's go home.
It's just like I told you.
Yeah.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh my god, it's the Spectre.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Hey, princess. What's good?
Finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
I don't know, man. You're the narrator.
Ghost!
Ghost.
Oh. Wow.
How scary.
How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
That was my first thought.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hey.
I was hoping to see you again.
Aw.
I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
I thought it went pretty well.
Like how you murdered me.
Ew. The Spectre. Alright. So I don't even remember how I did on my last video, but those are all new endings for sure. For sure. I think there's even more to get. Okay, so these are the achievements. So last I played was November 1st, and I only got 2. But this time, we finished the Spectre and the Nightmare. And there's still quite a bit left. Oh my goodness. Well, either way, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, give it a like. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. And if you'd like to see more of this demo, maybe trying to get all of the other endings, which there is a lot more to get, let me know in the comments below. I hope to see you next time. Bye!